What's up guys, welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character Profiles. This week we're doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 and we're doing Yusho Sakaki. Known as Yusho Sakaki in both the English and Japanese, his age I would say is around 30 to 40 years old, but it's never specified in the show. His anime debut was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, Episode 1, Swing into Action, Part 1. Here are his wins, here are his losses, and here's his duel score. Yusho Sakaki is a professional duel-tainer who founded a preparatory dueling school in the Standard Dimensions Paradise City. The school was known as the Yusho Duel School. He even established a second Yusho Duel School in the Fusion Dimension for those that wanted to rebel against the academy. Not just a teacher, Yusho also pioneered the popular dueling style of action duels. As well, he is also the joint creator of the Arc system along with Leo Akaba, a system which made duel monsters have real mass. He is the husband of Yusho Sakaki and father to the main protagonist of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 series, Yugioh Sakaki. He had once taught Yugioh the philosophy that whenever he was feeling upset, the best thing to do is to laugh whenever he felt down. He used Yugioh's pendant to make his point, saying that when Yugioh made other people happy, the happiness would swing back towards him like a pendulum. Appearance-wise, Yusho has orange eyes with spiky black hair that has a slight green hue to it. He has some facial stubble and lines beneath his eyes which typically elicit age in a character. His outfit consists of a full red performer's jacket and trousers, with his jacket having a diamond-like pattern on its ends. He also wears black gloves, a cravat around his neck, a purple top hat with green goggles similar to that of Yugioh's as well. He also carries a red staff topped with a blue orb that was originally a part of his entertainment style. However, since his injury against Asta Phoenix, he uses it to help him war. His name Yusho may come from a term meaning overall victory championship. This could reflect his past as a dueling champion. A bit of backstory on the character. As a younger man, Yusho once rescued Yusho Sakaki from a rival gang using the card Smile World. Yoko was grateful for what Yusho did and eventually harbored feelings for him. So much so, the two eventually got married and had a son, Yugioh Sakaki. At some point in his life, Yusho met Leo Akaba and saw solid vision for the first time. Realizing the potential in mass within duel monsters, he joined up with Leo in order to develop the Arc system. Eventually, Leo Akaba regained his memories of his previous life in the original dimension, and was possessed by the idea of uniting all the dimensions together to reunite his daughter and purge the world of an entity known as Zark. Leo's son Reggie, fearing what his father was planning, asked Yusho to stop Leo using a team he had put together known as the Lancers. However, Yusho thought he could simply talk Leo out of it himself and went alone to the Fusion Dimension. He did this on the day of his duel against the Sledgehammer in the finals of the Action Duel tournament. However, the device ended up sending him to the Xyz dimension instead, and since he didn't show up, he was branded as a coward by the people, as it appeared he was too afraid to duel the Sledgehammer. Though, during Yusho's time in the Xyz dimension, he taught many of the kids there how to duel, eventually meeting Asta Phoenix when the Fusion Dimension attacked. Despite receiving a crippling injury to his leg, he was easily able to defeat Asta, and even caused him to smile, causing conflict in Asta's ideology. Yusho offered the Smile World card to Asta, which Asta ripped in defiance. When Yusho went to pick up half the card, he disappeared, entering the Fusion Dimension. It was here he set up his second duel school for soldiers that did not want to fight against other dimensions. Fast forward 3 years, and this is where the events of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 begin. Yusho uses a Performer Pool deck that focuses on the summoning of his ace monster, Performer Pool Sky Magician. Unlike Yugioh, who uses a Pendulum deck, Yusho's deck more closely focuses on tribute summoning. His actual playstyle is very reminiscent of a magician, Not only does his deck mainly consist of spellcaster type monsters, but his main strategy is to use misdirections to manipulate his opponent, all for the sake of surprising both his opponents and spectators, just like a magic show. Interestingly as well, Yusho uses cards based on the iconic cards of Yami Yugi, such as Miraculous Hats, which is very similar to that of Magical Hats, and he also uses a card known as Restraining Sword of Impact, very similar to that of the Swords of Revealing Light. It is also worth mentioning that Restraining Sword of Impact contained a bug, where it didn't disappear after the arc system goes offline. All of the cards included in his deck are the effect monsters Performer Pal Review Dancer, Sky Magician, Sky Pupil, his only pendulum monster Performer Pal Paratrio, his spell cards Clairvoyance, Magician's Left Hand, Magician's Restage, Magician's Right Hand, Paper Doll, Smile World, Wonder Balloons, and the trap cards Restraining Sword of Impact, Miraculous Hats, Performer Pal Sky Ring, and Sky Illusion. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I want to give a shout out to my Patreon supporters: Yuno Light, James Pike, Barrett Jackson Daly, Godtastic, Jordan Asola, Z Wolf 18, Daniel Hill, and Yugioh Ragnarok. Thank you guys very much for supporting me on Patreon and keeping the channel afloat.